Hey guys, now thanks for joining me. We've had a lesson looking at opening sentences that you can use to make sure that you really hit the ground running when providing your responses in your exam here. Now we just want to make sure that you know how to ensure that you are using a really good evaluative judgment to the answers for your 8, 10, 12 mark questions. So let's have a little look at this and make sure that you finish strong, not like this guy. You know, this guy's had enough. Now, this is a question where we looked at opening sentences previously. Remember, we've got two scenarios or two interested savings or investments options he's considering, and that is savings account or shares. So you've got to make sure that you've done your paragraph on savings accounts, paragraph on shares, and you've got some detailed analysis there in the context of this guy having lost his job. But you've got to finish with the judgment. How would you get that judgment started? What ideas would you have on that? You may want to pause the video now and just put down how you would actually get started with that judgment. Right, let's have a look at how I would do that. Well, firstly, I'd just go to, in my opinion, okay? That really is a nice signpost to the examiner that you are now getting stuck into your overall judgment on what you think is best given the context that you've got. Alternatively, you could say, I believe that. Now, throughout your judgment, you need to again make sure that you're using the case study, and we've seen a really useful phrase that helps you actually just once again really signpost the examiner that you are using application, and that really is that the case study highlights that. And you can use that in your judgment as well. Just don't repeat the same case study application points. That's not going to earn you any marks there. So let's now have a look at the evaluate question here. So how could we get started here? Well, once again, in my opinion, or alternatively, I believe that. So again, we see a lot of commonality between the actual phrases you can use here because you are reaching a final judgment. Now you've then got to back it up with your justification and the use of the case study, of course. So make sure that you get that case study in there once again. Now moving into an assess question on section B. So once again though, a very, very consistent phrase that you can actually use to ensure that you are answering the question is, in my opinion, what should happen in this scenario? I believe that. And again, make sure you refer to that case study. So you may also want to finish this up by just saying, right, I believe Arabella must, and then explain why. And we've already briefly discussed in our previous lesson the problems that this could actually cause for her cash flow scenario there. So here we've got our last evaluate question, and once again, you can get stuck in by saying, I believe that, in my opinion, the case study highlights that, in comparison with the competitor, which firm is doing better, why, and give your justification. Okay, guys, I hope that's been pretty useful in terms of making sure that you really know how to get started on your judgment so that you can write a fabulous judgment to all of these questions and finish strong. Yeah, that's what we want. Okay, great stuff. See you next time.